You know, Rick, there's something else I want to stress here, and that is, and this is something that the Andromedans have really stressed. There is no race any better than us. Just because they're different, just because they're more evolved, doesn't mean that they're better. We are equal. We're just not maybe as aware as they are. But that doesn't mean that any race is any better or any less. In fact, we're all equal.
So we should not worship anybody?
Hell, no. Absolutely not. That's how we got into this mess in the first place. Right. Absolutely. If you want to worship somebody, worship the God within you. That's it. Worship no one else. And if you're going to have a tyrant in your life, let it be that part of you that's critical of you. Let that be your only tyrant. Don't give anybody else any power outside of your physical form to be a tyrant, to control you, or manipulate you in any way. Be yourself. Because if you are yourself, you're a part of God, and that part of you knows what to do. It knows the right way to live. And, you know, and this is really interesting. Because of our genetic makeup, the 22 different races, and all of the DNA and the racial memories that we have and the genetics that we have, because of the fact that we are spirit, do you know, and this is an incredible thing, do you know that the Andromedans actually consider us royalty? They consider us royalty. We obviously aren't acting like royalty, but we're the only ones in our galaxy that can make the claim to having the genetics that we have and the possibilities and the capabilities of doing what we can do as a race. We're the only ones. They actually consider every single one of us royalty. Now, think about that.
I guess all beings that would try and be spiritual and raise their spirituality in essence would be royalty. You know?
Yes, I suppose that's true.
Talk a little bit about the ringleaders then of this whole orchestration that's going here on Earth. According to your Andromedan sources, there are 22 races originally colonized the Earth, the first race being the reptilians from Alpha Draconis. What was the nature of their colony here?
Well, they're Hyperborean. Basically, they're explorers. And they're also genetic engineers. They would just colonize. They would take samples. They would hang a flag and say, this belongs to us, just like we did with the moon. You know, but we weren't the first ones there. Exactly what we've done. They were explorers. And they would just go to a place, they would see what was there, they would explore it, if there were minerals that they needed, if there were other life forms, organisms, whatever it was that they needed.
Nah, don't try to water this shit down. Tell it like it is. They stole shit. Everywhere they went, they would steal shit, just like y'all. And this is why this verse in the Bible, John chapter 8, verse 44, reads, "You are of your father, the devil, and your will is to do your father's desires. He was a murderer from the beginning and does not stand in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he lies, he speaks out of his own character, for he is a liar and the father of lies." That's talking about them damn Draconian reptilians, whom I believe are the fathers, based off characteristics historically, of the Caucasians, because everywhere they went, they colonized, they stole, they enslaved, they caused mass murder to millions of natives on the planet, black people that is. Okay? Everywhere they go, they try to colonize. They go on the moon, they put a flag in it. They say this is no longer God's, this is our shit. Same characteristics what Alex Collier talking about right now with the Draconians. Okay? Wherever they go, they're going to put their flag in that motherfucker, and they're going to try to colonize it. They're going to put their stamp of approval on it and say it's theirs. They're going to steal it through bloodshed. And this is another reason I believe that the Caucasians seem to love dogs much more than they do the original people of the planet. And that's because they have similar characteristics.
If a dog knows that you're scared of it, it will feed off of fear. And it will try to attack you. Why did it get stronger from your low frequency?
You gave power.
What kind of spirit enemy, what type of spiritual energy gets stronger when you fear it? A demon. What kind of entity, what kind of being, what kind of entity, what kind of being feeds off of your fear? Government, right? Demons, right? Don't they feed off of fear? They promote fear all around the stations. Don't we all be like, man, the news, they feed off of our fear. It keeps them going. Dog ain't no different. It feeds off of fear too.